So the Eagles destroy the Buffalo Bills 31-13. This is a game I thought we were going to lose, guys. I really thought that we were going to lose this game. I mean, you really can't blame me for how we've played the past few weeks between all the drama, between all the Orlando Scandrick drama and everything else. I know I didn't make a preview video, so I apologize for that because time just flying by the week and just a lot of stuff going on. So, it was a group effort, and when this team plays as a group and does their thing, they do shit like this, okay? And this is what I want to see. This running back group, over 200 yards rushing, absolutely amazing. Jordan Howard, being a bull that he is, every time we run with him on first down, we never really get yards. I don't know. We always get stuffed for some reason, but not really worried about it too much. And then Miles Sanders, they sprinkled a lot of Miles Sanders. He had like over 40 yards in receiving today, and then had a big 65-yard touchdown, his first rushing touchdown, I think, of the year in his career. Which is amazing. He outran that whole entire Bills defense. Good defense up front, defensive line, Tre'Davious White, a great cornerback, was covering Alshon most of the time. But I was really loving the way these running backs were rotated today, and they were getting theirs. And Miles Sanders had some good runs today, really showing off. I'm telling you, I told you guys that we just need to give Miles some time, and a game will happen where he's going to be a huge difference. His vision will get better. I thought maybe early when he started, his vision wasn't as good. Like, there were times where he would, if there was an open hole, he wouldn't really necessarily go through it, or he would cut or go the wrong way, where he could have got more yards running another way or juking towards this way, or, whatever. But that was just amazing. I was over 200 yards rushing with all these guys. And then you have, injury-wise, Miles Sanders has a shoulder injury. They got x-rays. They were fine. Nothing's wrong. He probably just needs to rest himself a little bit. A little shoulder injury. Hoping it's nothing serious. I don't think it is. There's, like I said, took the x-rays. And Jordan Howard, I think, was out for a few plays. That was just because he got the wind knocked out of him. And Boston Scott had his chance, and, he fumbled on a punt return, which was like, really, dude? It is what it is, which we can't make mistakes on special teams. Like, if you're doing good during the game, you can't make mistakes on special teams. Boston Scott had his first touchdown of his NFL career as well. Ran right in there, no problem. And I like Boston Scott. I wanted Boston Scott to be in this backfield, and didn't really want Darren Sproles too much. I didn't really want him to come back. I was 50-50 on it. I was like, but if he gets hurt, then it's a waste of a roster spot, which I still think it is now. Love Darren Sproles, but Boston Scott needs his chance. Guy has speed. The guy looked great in preseason, and the guy's he's another Darren Sproles out on the field with a big lower body, and he can he can get around defenders pretty easily. These wide receivers did good. Alshon Jeffrey had 60-something yards, probably a little bit more than that. Carson threw a bomb from one side of the field to the other to him. I think as a collective effort, these wide receivers did okay. Nelson Aguilar had one or two. Dallas Goedert, I think, had one or two touchdowns in this game. Zach Ertz had his chance when he got it because he hasn't been targeted that much. More Dallas Goedert than Zach Ertz, to be honest with you. So it's been kind of crazy with the wide receivers. Nelson Aguilar. They had Nelson Aguilar on some reverse handoffs, which was stupid. But it worked once, but you can't do it like 3 times. You're making it so obvious. They had a 9-yard loss on one play like that. Carson Wentz made some mistakes today. Nothing, that I'm going to bash him over, but he made some mistakes. He threw. I know weather was a factor because it was raining. It was Orchard Park. It was windy as hell. It was raining. So I'm not even going to go crazy about it, but he threw some balls behind the back, and like I said, weather is a factor. And there are some times where he's got to throw the ball away. He cannot take a sack. That's just the one thing. He'll hold on to the ball so long, and people are like, well, Carson holds on to the ball so long. Well, Carson holds on to the ball because nobody's open. So he needs to either try to get some yards, running up field like he did. Today he ran a few times, and he's got to use that athletic ability he does have because it really does help, and teams don't expect him to run with the football, on certain occasions. So depending in the game, but holding on to the football too long, and you just got to throw it away. Can't take a sack. Can't just get dismantled and wrapped. So I thought the offense did a really good job. I think everybody really put in the work, and the offensive line had a pretty good day. Okay, I think a few times, they, got screwed up with some blitzing and whatever, but overall it was a good day. They put Vaitai in. They were putting Vaitai in on the offensive line during red zone when adding an extra runner or an extra offensive lineman to get a nice run play. So offensively, I thought we did good. Defensively, the defensive line, I think the pressure was good. I mean, we signed literally two practice squad defensive tackles were signed this week, and Bruce Hector actually had a few pressures in this game today, which was actually pretty good. I was actually impressed with what he did today. I think a sack for Brandon Graham, and I think 2 sacks today. I'm not sure, but defensive line just needs to wrap around. The problem is with defensive line right now, we're getting into positions where we could tackle guys and get guys on the ground, but we can't do it. We always miss tackles, or in open field we miss tackles, or we just miss our chance. So there's just, that's got to get, and that's probably due to guys that aren't experienced, and, that's just what happens. I think, we defensively, our corners, I thought, they had some trouble today. We couldn't keep the Bills off the field today. I mean, third down, they were converting like crazy. But in the second half, we played a lot better defensively. But I'm just saying, Cole Beasley and John Brown, 2 guys that we're very familiar with, took their spot on us and really ran the ball, caught the balls on us like crazy today. Well, not as bad as the other weeks, no, definitely not. But John Brown's a very good deep threat, and Cole Beasley, he was on the Cowboys for a while, so he knows what we do, and we know him very well. So I knew we were going to have trouble with both of those guys no matter what. So I think defensively we did some very good things. I think the tackling was a little bit better. We should have had maybe another a couple more sacks, but overall we fought. And when this team fights together all the way through, this team does a lot of damage, and you see what they could do. I mean, the Bills aren't a shit team. The Bills have a very good defense. The Bills are very loaded on offense. Josh Allen's a good quarterback. He's not one of my favorites, but he's a pretty good quarterback, and he senses, I think what Josh Allen does so well is he senses that pocket. He has that pocket awareness like that. He knows when someone's behind him. He knows when he sees that open space, he runs, and he did a lot of QB sneaks today. He scrambled by himself a good amount of times today because our linebackers were trying to, cover the middle of the field because of Cole Beasley and John Brown on slants and other things like that. So you got to be impressed with what the guy can do. So I have much respect to Josh Allen and what he could do. So this was a collaborative effort today, and the Eagles showed up. Collaborative effort. Eagles showed up, and you know what? Now you're finally going to go you're going to have a home game against the Bears next week, and they got to show what they can do. This is really important. I think this was a much needed game, and not just a game just to win, but to really win and beat the crap out of a team and take all their frustrations out on this Buffalo Bills team. Okay. So it's been an up and down roller coaster ride this season, but this is looking pretty damn good. So what we're lacking pretty much is what I could take away from this game. I know the trade deadline is huge right now, but what I could take away from this game is that we need to go trade for somebody. And there's a lot of trade rumors. They're already on TV tonight that the Eagles are going to have some fun during the trade deadline. And probably going after guys that we don't even know what's going to happen. So I know we need a speed receiver. I know we need at least a cornerback on this team. Eagles have tried to get Patrick Peterson. Arizona has not wanted to trade him at all, but they're still going at them after missing on Jalen Ramsey. And there's a lot more speculation, a lot more rumors, and a lot more things going on. Big V might get traded, so we need to look out for this. I think this win we're technically tied up in the NFC East pretty much. I mean, the Cowboys had a bye, but it is what it is. But the Eagles need to do something. Need to get at least some speed, and we need a deep threat in this offense. We really do. I mean, I see Robbie Anderson with the Jets today. He had 43 yards today. That's all he had against the Jaguars today, which was kind of upsetting. Sam Darnold had a bad game, but we need to go grab somebody. And if the Eagles can at least get a cornerback and at least get a wide receiver, it's probably going to cost a fortune. I don't know what's up Howie's sleeve. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to believe a damn thing or get hyped about it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm hearing a lot of stuff going around with this team right now. So usually when I hear the Eagles are going to have fun during the trade deadline, then they're exploring a lot of options and they're calling teams about players that we probably don't even know what's going on. So Nelson Agholor could be a trade chip as well. Didn't really see him as a huge threat in this game either. Had a few good, a couple good plays, but I just think the Eagles are not putting him in this offense. They're not intricate. They're not putting him in this offense enough. And I don't know. I guess maybe the Eagles are losing faith in Nelson Agholor or whatnot, but we'll figure it out. But great win today. Shout out to Fox87, huge Bills fan. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, please subscribe to his channel. I will put his channel in the description below. He's a diehard Bills fan, great kid, follows all Buffalo sports. And other than that, that's really it. So let me know what you guys think about this game in the comment section below. Just put it down, man. I'd like to read all your comments and see what you guys think. So I will see you guys later. Shea Squad up. Flyers fly.